Hey friends! So I thought I'd take you reading with me today because I have to do a lot of it and I didn't want to do it by myself. So today I have to read some of this book. I'm reading it for a paper that I have to write for a research class that I'm taking this semester. So I'm reading it to hopefully pick a topic. It's supposed to help me narrow it down. My topic was originally the history of the flute, but my professor was like, that's too broad. So my goal is to read this book and then pick a topic and go from there. But I'm on chapter 2 right now, and I'd like to be either halfway through chapter 3 or on chapter 4 by the time that I'm done with this. And then for Flute Studio, we're doing a book club this semester. So we're reading Amy Porter's new book, The Anatomy of Sound, and I have to be through chapter 4 today because I'm presenting on chapters 3 and 4 in studio on Tuesday. So I have to make it through 4 chapters at least today. We'll see if I get through more. And then the last book I wanted to read, this is for fun, this is for me. I'm trying to get through this book. It's been slow going. I started it, I think, June, and it's now September. I'm about 600 pages in, 604. So I have a third of the book left to read. So I'm hoping I can get through maybe 3 or 4 chapters of this today. But we'll see. It is like 1 o'clock. So we'll see how much I get to do of this after I do all that. We are going to start now with reading The Flute. Let's go. Okay, so I finished reading from The Flute. I completely fell asleep halfway through. I just got into it and yeah, I fell asleep. I don't know what else to say except for it put me out. I was able to read a good number of pages. I went from 46 to 60, so that's a good, like, 14 pages. I'm halfway through chapter 3, and it was basically talking about the flute in the 1700s. Its use in, like, concert repertoire and the invention of the sonata, the different kind of courts and things who owned flutes and how many, and kind of the evolution of the different types of flutes that were owned, and talks about the alto flute for the very first time, like its appearance for the very first time, and just things like that. It was interesting. I liked it. But, I'm done with that. That's all I can do today, or it might put me to sleep again. And now, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to start this one. I did change into a hoodie because it was so cold in my apartment that I just couldn't. Sorry, there's people outside. I couldn't fathom reading and freezing my ass off. I needed to be warmer. So I put on my Melanie Martinez hoodie. I love this hoodie. It's my favorite hoodie. Anyways, I'm going to eat food, and then I am going to dive into this book. I'm back from that extravaganza of eating, and then I did my dishes, so I was being responsible. Now I'm going to get into this. I'm going to try to read past chapter 4 today. So, chapter 4 ends at like page 39, so, and they're not lengthy pages either, so I think I can get a sizable amount done in the book. So, yeah. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, well it is now almost 7:40, and I have finished reading The Anatomy of Sound. Well, not finished. Well, for today. We're done for today. I made it to chapter 5. Oh no, I made it to chapter 6. I know how to read. I made it to chapter 6. It was really good. I liked it. I had a bunch of useful exercises that I am interested in using in practice, like in the practice room. So I've really enjoyed it. And I read the chapters that I needed to present on, so that was good. Now I'm gonna go cook dinner and give my brain a rest because she's fried. And then I'm going to try and read some of this. I also want to listen to a little bit of an audiobook, so I might listen to an audiobook while I'm cooking and then read some of this, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's about 9 o'clock, and I just finished reading a chapter of this book. Is all I'm gonna do today is just this chapter. That's all. I have no more in me. My brain is a little roasted. She's a little fried. So, yeah, I'm done. That's my reading journey for the day. There is a no more. No more is gonna be happening. I'm ready to just turn my brain off and go to bed.